Hey, this is David with CinemaDeviant.com. Just with a small video here for all the people on YouTube. I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I guess that came out earlier this week. If you have a PlayStation 4, you may have noticed a small game that popped up on your PlayStation Network um, entitled just PT. There was no real description to it. And it was made by a studio called 7780s or 7780s Studio, I believe. Um, Again, nobody knows who did it per se. Um, if you've already seen this, you already know what it is, where I'm going. But if you haven't, great, stay with me. Um, it was a game. I downloaded it because I had heard that it was something scary, So I like to be scared every now and then. So I went ahead and did it, and I heard it was I guess, a teaser to a survival horror game. Which, again, once you start thinking about it, the PT stands for playable teaser, and that kind of gives you an idea of what it is. It's just basically a demo. Um, Now, when you started, again, the first thing I was floored was the graphics. The graphics look amazing. It's kind of surprising how far the graphics have come nowadays. You see roaches on the floor. They actually look like roaches. They're real roaches. Um, and you're in a room, and you're by yourself, whatever. I don't want to ruin it for you, but as you play through it, um, as I played through it anyway, I realized it was the scariest thing that I've ever played so far. Anyway, obviously, um, and obviously Resident Evil. I've played Resident Evil throughout the years. I played the whole franchise. Resident Evil's had its moments where it's been really scary, but not like this. Like trust me, I've never seen anything this scary before. Everything in it is very suspenseful. You find yourself looking around every corner and turning around. Me personally, um, my wife made a comment to me, and I took it into consideration. I'm like, you know what, you're right. The way I play the game was the way I play like the way I would be in real life, where I'm pushing my back to the wall at all times, so that way nothing sneaks up behind me. And that's exactly what I was doing. It makes sense, but you don't realize the things you do until obviously somebody tells you. But I was playing exactly like that. I was scared. Obviously it had me going, my heart pumping. Uh, every turn that I made, I made sure I backed up against the wall just to make sure nothing was gonna sneak up behind me. Um, and I will tell you that there's moments where I jumped. They were my wife and daughter were here with me playing it, and every moment was like, oh my god, don't go in there, don't turn around the corner, don't turn around, be careful. It was that kind of situation, and maybe they got me a little bit jumpy because of that, but I mean, when a game can do that to you, that's exciting. When a game has that sort of control over you, where it controls your emotions like that, that's phenomenal. I love it. Um, so I played through it. It took me maybe about like 20 minutes or so, depending, because give or take. Played through it, and the thing, well, I guess once you beat it, I guess if you can beat a demo, I don't know really if you can, but the thing that really got me excited was the ending. You pass it, you see a guy walking down the street, and a name pops up, and that name, I'm building suspense here. I'm sorry. That name was Hideo Kojima. If you don't know who Hideo Kojima is, slap yourself and then come back and watch the rest of the video. He is the mind behind Metal Gear, the Metal Gear franchise, from the very beginning. So I mean, obviously right there, he's a awesome storyteller. He can tell some really deep stories and emotional stories. And then the other name that popped up was Guillermo del Toro. Now that got me even more excited because seeing those two names together, being involved in a game, I mean, you're going to get something quality right there. Guillermo del Toro, he's a great storyteller as well. He really is. If you watch his movies, anything, I guess, creature related that he's involved in, all of his creatures in there are very unique. Stuff you've never seen before. And that has me even more excited for this. Let me get to the other name, I should say. You see this guy walking down the street, and it pans up, he turns around, and it's Norman Reedus. Yes, Norman Reedus. If you don't know who Norman Reedus is, he was on The Walking Dead. He's Daryl on The Walking Dead. He's also in The Boondock Saints, which is a big cult movie. So it's pretty awesome that he kind of lends his likeness, and I'm sure he's gonna do his voice for the game. So that was actually pretty cool. You don't see you're starting. I guess you don't see that often, but you're starting to see more of a trend of actual actors and movie stars getting involved in gaming. Games, lending their likeness and stuff like that to games. So that's pretty cool. The thing that has me really excited about it the most was that there were some creatures in it, which you'll see. It wasn't a whole lot at this point anyway, but it was more psychological based, which to me I think that's even scarier than just having a weird creature running around. Having a psychological horror game, that's like, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. We've all seen the zombies and the stuff before, but this game is something different, and I'm really, really stoked for it. So anyway, after that, the title screen pops up, and you see a town. Well, you see a town first, and it's foggy and all this stuff, and the title screen pops up. And what does that title screen say? What does it say? What does it... Again, I'm building suspense. Just stay with me here. Silent Hills. Silent Hills. So, I don't know if they're... My first take on it was like, holy shit, they're doing another Silent Hill game, which is awesome. I'm excited for that, definitely. My second thing was, okay, are they maybe doing... I started brainstorming right away. Are they maybe having like different interpretations of the town, or maybe different versions of the town through the years, or things like that? But it's very exciting. The possibilities are endless, especially with a game like that. We've all seen it in the past. And it's crazy. The third thing that I thought of was that maybe the title had to be coming from Hideo Kojima, because you see Metal Gear Ground Zeroes, and he pluralized that as well. I don't know if that's something he does now, but I hope we don't get a Metal Gear Solids later. Anyway, but I'm really excited for it. I'm like fanboy excited. I haven't been this excited for a survival horror game in a very long time, and I'm definitely looking forward to finding out more about the story and everything that's involving it. So if you're excited like I am, or if you haven't played it yet, do so. Come back and comment down below for me, and let me know what you thought. What did you think of the game? Did you get scared shitless? Did you piss yourself? Did you have an accident? Hopefully you didn't. But I was gonna say let me know if you did, but you know what? Keep that to yourself. I don't want to know. But let me know. I mean, what you thought of the game and what you think it's gonna be about. And we'll go from there. Hopefully, I'll be making another video or so, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and follow along with this, because I'm just excited as everybody else is about it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe down below. I know you can subscribe somewhere, but yeah, subscribe to us here and check us out on iTunes. We have a podcast, the Botsquad Podcast Network, the Botsquad right here. We try to do episodes every week or so. So check us out there, and always check me out on cinemadeviant.com. Movie news, reviews, trailers, all that other good stuff. There's some gaming stuff on there too, obviously. So yeah, visit often, visit frequently. Tell your friends. Till next time.